Is a terrified California resident, a victim of the thugs in uniforms to a man, to a woman. We have in California as law enforcement. Some of you have met them as you've tried to come to see me with their impersonators of John Milton Brady. Milton. Stone Cold Milton, one and only. Others have seen their character well as tourists that you won't be tourists again because of. Terry is a victim of that, not outright rape, although it depends on semantics, doesn't it? Because he's misusing his authority. Tony he is raping her, yes. He's a cowardly California cop. He's showing that character. You need to call them on their character. All good cops. But Terry has done something. He's made a phone video. A phone audio even will work, Terry. And she knows a cop in a different state who is getting the truth about California's corrupt, cowardly cops out to the country. And he is also putting these things out, these big fives, with every cop in California's home number, cell phone number. For those who have the desk jobs, their desk numbers. We're tired of California's corrupt, cowardly cops. We want change. So Terry made a video of him intimidating her to get what he wanted from her. I mean, I'm here in the Immaculate Apartment, the best place I've ever lived in. And I'm calmly and patiently waiting for someone to tear down the Great Wall of Evil. Has just me and all of my imagery. California's corrupt, crooked, cowardly cops are part of holding back Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Come tear down this wall, and let's get started on those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. You can call it an opportunity house if you want. You're not into Jesus, that's okay. For now, there will be a test at the end. But we can all agree on cleaning up California's cowardly, crooked cops. Here's how to do that. You make that video of you calling them up, to a man, to a woman. What do you know about John Milton Brady's request for Flight 93 checks for 9 years and not getting one, as you were a part of placing Hussein in our White House to stain our democracy? Placing someone with a religious Muslim name in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. It's sending a message worldwide. We, the people, must send a message as well. Checking posting 5 and numbers you haven't shown before. And yes, if you want to check if you show up on my caller ID, my call log call records, you go to youtube.com/DNFD series. And yeah, just on Thanksgiving I spent alone because of the Great Wall of Evil. I made a video of the past year and a half of my call log, call records. You're making a video of 2 crimes, it's going to be something boring, a phone ringing, error message, busy signal. You can explain this to the crooked cops that you keep calling left and right until we got changed out here in California and a domino effect across America. When you call me, you get that boring thing, that phone ringing, that error message, that busy signal, you get to leave a message. I don't get it. You don't show up on my caller ID. It's not going to be boring if you and your children, your family is in a burning building and you want that fire engine. And yes, it's your gates livelihood. Next time you're calling up countless other customers, you get that boring thing. Explain that to Officer so-and-so. Make sure you ask him, what do you know about this? If he doesn't know or she doesn't know what a Flight 93 check is, you direct them to ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com. It's got all or many of my YouTubes I've used over the years that have time and time again, Flight 93 check, Flight 93 check. Check America's Lifelines right now, and not one in 9 years of asking. You can't do that in a state without complete cooperation by the corrupt law enforcement there. the corrupt officials as well. So call up those mayors, those governors, those county folks, those state folks, and get their reaction to you not reaching this American. Post it. And good cops across America, you come out, document that California crooked cop character with your stings, and your phone's a sting equipment. Because we got a lot of corruption out here, and you might run out of those wires and little cameras, fancy little cameras they got in that room there. Come out here and you get them showing their character left and right. You let them know America is watching. It doesn't matter that they can play someone named Hussein, the highest office in the world. We're going to have our 9/11, Flight 93 get-togethers. Big screen TV, 9/11 footage on one side. The other big screen TV over on the other, a few feet away. Oh, the buffoon Trump now. He's comic relief after Hussein. The buffoon Trump waving the Russian flag in our White House. And in between, in between you got everyone at your party, at church, at work, at school. One calling up Crooked Cops California. Two trying to call me. As part of that even, you get 2 or 3 phones going with the speaker phones and the videos. And call up that network news station, that local news station, any and all in the public eye. Mayors, governors, get the senators, the phone numbers, the network news anchors, local news anchors numbers as well. Call them up. What are you doing about this? Get them on record. So when they don't cover something that affects every man, woman, child in America, our hijacked lifelines. Much worse than Watergate, guys. Phonegate is what gets the firemen, the police, paramedics. You got that on video. The CBS, the NBC network news anchor, not knowing why they don't cover blatant censorship of America's lifelines. Now, 193 check, use FedEx, UPS, any private carrier, 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Milton, John Milton Braid's full name. Make that video of that FedEx, UPS, any private carrier. Make that video of that mail before you send it. It's going to be stolen. And call California's corrupt, cowardly, crooked cops who aren't just taking part and holding back Jesus' immaculate house. They're doing a whole lot of stuff. Terry can attest to that. Terry's made a nice Geraldo video of that. Semper Fi, aim high, fly high, win. This we will defend America from California's crooked, cowardly cops who currently have my elevator not working. This is the 4th floor. Enrique Vergara, put his number up high on those numbers to call, as well as Benaya. She's changed her name a few times. Just had to call the emergency number to get them to get the elevator to work so I can go get food. Ask them, what do you know about this? When else will my phone not be allowed to work because of what you at Teague Terrace are actively taking part in? What you in California, as crooked California cops, are taking part in. Get their reactions and post. Come see me in person. We'll travel. Look for the man with the imagery on his chest. I take it off when I go in Target. They had, that's where I'm headed to get some milk and other groceries for goo. I take it off because in downtown LA they requested I take my imagery off. But other than that, look for me putting it on when I come out of Target and tell me what you think of Jesus' immaculate house being hijacked. The world being hijacked and California's corrupt, cowardly cops a part of that. Checking Posting 5, come see me. Hand out those files by the truckload, guys. Tell you, all good cops. Tell the folks in your cities, your communities, your state, to call up California's crooked cops to make the place safer out here. It's a nice tourist destination. You want it to be safe for your tourists. So you want to expose California's cowardly cops' character. Do that with a simple Flight 93 check and post and pop. Oh, you don't have to do the Geraldo thing as long as you got that speakerphone on. They will assume you are. Check and post in 5. Tell them we want to know what you're doing when you're not with those cars with the cameras that record your actions left and right and can be fixed. We want to know what you're doing at home. You don't mind disturbing Stone Cold Melton at home with his elevator not working and being terrified that if there's a fire he won't be able to get out. It's a very reliable elevator. If it's not working and it sounded from the sound down below, somebody placed as a had, or at least that's what I was told, placed a garbage can in between the thing, the door, so it wouldn't close. That doesn't explain why the security guard here isn't fixing it. It's harassment techniques, a part of other than what Tony does with the ladies. It's what cowardly, crooked cops are doing here in Eagle Rock. Check and post in 5 in numbers unheard of. We the people must be the reporters. We have to take America back. Yeah. Our country, the world depends on us for that. Do that.